gentlemen, and the Star Spangled Banner.
They're only going a few miles.
You know, we usually do birthdays, and we've got some birthdays today. We've got a great arrangement that our old announcer, Bill Roach, wrote in the Rosencrantz style for us, and we could all sing happy birthdays. We've got a flute player in the band, her mom, Janet. It's her birthday, didn't want to give up the age on it. I understand. We've got a trombone player that scuffed over. It's Looney's birthday. It was Monday, and I didn't catch it in time. And let's see, there's somebody else. Oh, Ed Stalling. Ed, are you here? Hey, right there at the birthday. Oh, cute, Ed. Ed's a percussionist here, a drummer in town, and he just lives a block and a half away. And it looks like they brought the whole party, and he came and gave us a compliment after Monday's rehearsal. What he was really doing was sucking up to get me to play him happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ed. He's just a youngster. And anyone else who has a birthday today, here is happy birthday. When I refer to the world's finest march, I know that you get confused thinking we're going to play the Stars and Stripes already. Now we're going to wait and do that a little later on. This is much more egotistical of me. Now, if you're old enough to remember Friday Night Fights, on NBC, as a matter of fact. And the only reason I knew it was on NBC because NBC, is it still owned by the General Electric Corporation? I think it is. And that organization was so crazy that they wanted all theme songs to have that little lick, G-E-C, right? Which is the logo that we hear just now. Logo, what's it called?
Well, they do.
A jingle, kind of a half jingle, huh? A lick, really. But it is GEC for the General Electric Corporation. And since this show, Friday Night Fights, was on NBC, owned by GEC, they demanded that the fine musical composer that wrote the theme song included that. As a matter of fact, it's all over this march, and it's quite possibly the finest march ever written. Here, ladies and gentlemen, the Gillette Look Sharp March. our first concert out. Last week, if you were here, that was our big band. In a little preseason special that we've been doing since I've been retired, because I got time to get ready for it. It's fun being retired, ain't it? Oh man! I spent all day today relaxing, prepping for tonight's gig. Hey, so during the pandemic, I actually wrote my memoirs. I was afraid to do such because in my own mind, I thought that meant that I was pre-dead. That I was, I really was. I've been, Susan helped me with the research. Susan Hintz, who helped with our band book. And hey, on a sideline, I've got some band books for you, kid. I'll hawk them to you up here. It's only $15 afterwards, and I can sign them. Anyway, Susan helped me researching my family, and come to find out, I am related to the Gillette Look Sharp. I don't have any of their money, and years ago, my family left the E off the last name because there's 2 Gillettes in town that kept getting their mail screwed up. But I am related to the first Gillette who came up with that, King Gillette. That was his real freaking name. But I don't have any of the money from that. It was too far removed, I'm afraid. Hey, by request, there's only one, this is the only concert we can play this tune at. And it harks back to more than 100 years. Enjoy our fine euphonium section on Carl King's A Night in June. section must have decided, hey, let's have Chase do that instead. That's Chase Windmuller back there. He's a local boy, a Florence kid. Yeah, and been off to college and comes back and plays with us. And they must have decided, hey, let's have Chase play that. And you know, that's an honor. It's been in the news just yesterday. What's our the snow area outside of town? Marshall, and the old guy who owned Marshall Mountain, Cy Green. Cy was a retired GM worker from Flint, and he retired and moved out here and bought that mountain and ran the ski area for all those years. And his daughter is still alive and kicking. She's a bass player here in town, Carla Green. And Cy would have been so pleased to hear you play, Chase. Cy was a great little baritone horn player. Oh, hey, we've got a dedication to give. We've got folks in town, and then they're related. Some related to the band and some not. But we like to dedicate this next tune to Julene and Jared Bice. Where are you, kids? Can you hear that? Right there it is. Visiting from Georgia. All right? And they're related to one of our fluters here in the band, okay? But I received a phone call this morning from somebody with a funny accent in a Georgia return number. And I thought, well, it must be them. It's going to wreck the surprise. And when I finally got in touch with them, it was Georgia people. They sounded funny when they said, "Is there a band concert?" And, something like that. I went, "Well, is the Pope Catholic?" And I went up. I'm from there to there to there, and they're here at the concert. Hey, where's my telephone buddies from Georgia? Are you here as well, or did you just lie to me? Well, I told that great story. Oh, they're here. Okay, good, because okay, way back. Okay, I'm going to give you a call because I have your phone number in my phone now. And it just happens to be, I told them that I knew they were coming, when in fact that we've got a wonderful tune in the book. Let's see, published in 1903 in my hometown, Detroit. The only recording I could find of it was a piano roll. This is an old tune, and it's a little rag two-step called Sunrise in Georgia. Welcome to Montana, kids. Sunrise in Georgia. I got a brother that lives down in Georgia too. Boy, I'm sure glad he's there and I'm not. Oh, man. Now we're looking at 100 degrees next week, but like it feels 100, from May on in Georgia. In my opinion. Sorry, I've got acclimated to Montana weather. This next tune is in honor of our esteemed director that I followed. He did this gig for 50 years. After the band kind of took a hiatus during World War II. I just didn't have enough folks to be able to person it. And Alex took it over after the war and then kept it forever. And this was his favorite, I think it was his favorite song. He started every single concert year with it, and he would give a speech about to the band during rehearsal that wherever you've been, whatever you do, whoever you are, that when we come together with Missoula City Band, we're all old comrades. The horn players spent all that time. Was that 5 minutes long? That's a long march. They spent the whole time, interspersed by maybe 2 bars here, 3 bars there. Dot, 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 dot. You take that out of the band, though, you notice it in a heartbeat. Thank you, horn players, for adding the motor. Oh, God bless them. Sometimes it's a thankless job. I just thank you. We like to remember, in fond memories, we lost one of our own, not to COVID this last year. She'd been fighting cancer forever. And this is a lovely old waltz written by a female, one of the few that came out of the texture more than 100 years ago as a composer, Claire Cooler. And this is a Bluebird waltz. I got it, I sold it from the Boston and Montana band over in Butte. And this is for Chris Wallace from our clarinet section, who is no longer with us. Here's the Bluebird waltz.
Why is this so? Why is this so?
Just when you thought you were safe. Watch out. The COVID's gone, and our collection crew's coming out. Hey, whatever you can give up, we love you. You know, the city lends us a few shekels here and there, and we make this band run, and it's because of wonderful contributions to deep pockets like yours. I know what it's like to be retired. Hell, I don't know what to do with all my money. So you can give it, you know, you can give it up to one of these fine ladies, you know, and trust that you'll hear it next week. And while they're out collecting, bless you, we like to play this wonderful tune. It's got a connection to the band. It's so much fun to be able to connect up with people. If you give money right now, everything will be coming up roses. And this tune, I got Kathy in our oboe section. We're old friends. Well, we're long friends. That's what we are. And Kathy and I have known each other forever. And her father was a great woodwind fella and gave me a bunch of music. He's still with us. He just got old enough that he got tired of running the bands. And I went running through everything, and I found this great arrangement. Kathy, this is for you and your dad. Here's everything's coming up roses and money. At his little birthday party on Monday, he said that the longer he has loved the low brass. And I'm glad to hear that for a drummer coming. But he said the longer the party went, the more he enjoyed it. I think it might have been the daiquiris, you know, I don't know. Hey, what a nice problem to have. Corey's out on vacation right now, otherwise she'd be out there picking your pockets too. Get ready, band. And I haven't shared with them the origin of this tune. This tune's written by Ellis Brooks. His most famous composition was the Chicago Post. We played that before. It's his most well-known, and you'd recognize it, written for that old paper. This is an original. Good Lord, it probably hadn't been played since 1882. And it's called the Chip Hunter's Quick Step. Yep, in honor of all those wagon masters and the folks coming out west. Coming through the territory that wasn't quite timbered enough for campfire wood. Folks would be delegated to run out amongst the plains and pick up buffalo chips to burn for that evening's campfire. Imagine the lovely aroma of that as they're cooking beans over it, huh? No kidding. This fella had a good enough sense of humor all those years ago to dedicate a march to those fine folks. Here is Chip Hunter's Quick Step.
Good, Jamie!
I am not making that crap up. I read about it. Thank you, thank you. What a wonderful band, aren't they, Jen? We've had 2 rehearsals, watch out. Hey, last summer after the season was over, I was enjoying a wonderful breakfast out in that fancy deck at Cafe Dolce, you know, beautiful yuppie coffee, all that. And with my daughter-in-law, you know, I looked kind of like a classy guy drinking Italian coffee. And a friend of mine showed up. He had a visitor with him, a snowbirder that shows up and enjoys our music and then goes somewhere warm, you know, while we freeze. And he said, hey, I just love your band concerts. Hey, I just wonder if you happen to know this tune. Well, Marvin, this is for you, buddy. This is for you. He says, hey, do you know that beer barrel polka? And it just made me thirsty thinking about it. And so I raided the library of the German band, and the real title is Rosamunde, and you have to wait till the trio because that's where the real thing starts. But if you like to sing along, you'll get warmed up for the last 2. Here is the beer barrel polka. Summer, but Oktoberfest season got me thinking already about beer.
For a few seconds. You were, but you weren't listening before that.
Maybe sit over on this side with me. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
I gotta go get my shoes.
I gotta write myself notes. When I was a young buck, I didn't need to. Hey, if you're looking for some more entertainment, we've got a brother, sister band down to Bitterroot, the Bitterroot Community Band. So let's go down and play with them. They play tomorrow night. They've got a little band shell down in Hamilton. And the concert time is 7:30. If the weather stays not too hot, I think I'll drive down there and play the little concert tomorrow night. If you happen to be vacationing down the route tomorrow. Hey, I got books for sale. I wrote a history about the city band. And it's humorous and topical. Thank you. Hey, the reason this band works is because of Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. She does all the work. I stand up here waving my hand, and her mother, Becky. Thank you so much, Becky. Jay, good to have you here with High Tech Audio. Hey, buddy. Bless you. Ron, is that you out there this time? MCAT TV, Ron Scholl is here all the time. Thank you so much, Ron. All right, kids, I know how to program. It ain't time to do the Stars and Stripes yet, but you'll have to get now. If you're a foreigner from around, but not from around here, you'll know better because you don't want to be sitting down. This is our state song, and compared to last year, we are singing it together tonight. Okay, last year I had to tell you to sit down and shut up. No, you stand up, and here's our state song. Standing ovation after the first gig. Yeah, I told you. That's sorry. Hey, we'll be back next week, 8 o'clock. I'm trying to think who our guests are. Oh, it was our patriotic preview. We got a couple. Tom Benson will be here to sing with the band. Hey, see you next week, if not before, kids. Good night. Have a safe drive home. Thanks for coming.